Hey everyone, welcome back to Jkretrogaming for another episode of J+K Retro Pickups. So this week, my item is this Choose Your Own Adventure book.
You choose me?
That I found at a thrift shop. But it's actually not my item because I found it for you. You're the one collecting them. But I do have very fond memories of Choose Your Own Adventure books back when I was a little kid in school, and even a bigger kid in school. I hated reading. So when other kids were reading like normal books, I would always go to the library and get Choose Your Own Adventure books. And those are the only books that I basically read for a while. I'm not sure if you knew that about me.
Did not. We're both learning things.
But you knew I didn't like reading as a kid.
That I know.
And I still don't, except for comic books. So we were at a thrift store, and we were in the book department, and you missed it, but I caught it out of the corner of my eye, and it's weird because I saw the blue spine, and I was like, oh, a Choose Your Own Adventure book. But I was kind of a little bit further, and I go, no, it isn't, because it's blue. But then we're like, wait a minute, and it is, and it's from 1989, so it's not one of the newer ones. We looked. Of course, the original print's from 79, but they've printed them throughout the years, and this one was in probably the 14th printing in 1989. And so sure enough, it was probably only $1 when we got it at the thrift store. So really hard to find. I know they are collectible and they are sought after, but still is very hard to find. You'd think you'd still find at least 1, 2, or 3 out in the marketplace or in the thrift shops, but this is the only one we found out in the wild.
And definitely not for $1.
So these books, these are the only other Choose Your Own Adventure books that we have. We got in Edmonton through Marketplace, and the guy listed them for $15.
$15
for the lot.
3.
For the lot. And quick story, he said, and I even messaged him and I said, are they from the 80s? He's like, yes, they're from the 80s. They're my childhood 80s. They're from my own collection. So, and we kind of took his word for it, being this is like a few years ago, so we were novice
2 years ago. Year and a half probably.
not novice thrifters, but novice to Choose Your Own Adventure kind of books.
This is original from the 80s. I think it's 1982 or something. These are the ones that I read.
Mm-hmm.
And then these two are from 2003.
Yes.
And while we were meeting him in the parking lot, I opened them up because I was like, these don't look right. And I don't have the titles memorized or anything or the numbers, but they're different numberings as well for the 2003, because they stopped making them and then they started reproducing them in 2003. Yes. And it actually says, 2005.
2005.
So it says copyright 1980, artwork and design revised text 2005.
Yes. So I think it's the same stories. It's just different covers and stuff like that.
Up to a certain point, I did some research after the fact. I think it's up to like number 60. They're the same. They're reworked titles and some revisions and stuff, just to keep them current for kids. Like, instead of typing on a typewriter, you're going to type on the computer. I was aware when we picked them up that the guy had lied to us. And
he was actually acting, now that I think about it. Well,
shifty.
So we got them and brought them in the car, and you had mentioned it to me. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. But then as we were you were looking at the books, he was really like shifty and he wanted out of there. It was like only $15. Like,
but that's
easy,
the
buddy.
thing. Like, even if he had said to me, one of them is from the 80s, 2 of them are from 2005,
we would have still bought them.
I still would have got them because $15. Because here's my little story. There's a guy locally who sells. It's not that hard to find Choose Your Own Adventure books. It's hard to find them cheap.
In the wild,
There is a guy on Marketplace in the city closest to us, and he sells these ones for $15 to $25 each.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Just to clarify too, when I say out in the wild, I don't mean Marketplace, because that's people reselling.
Oh, okay.
I mean thrift stores and garage sales and stuff like that. So anyways, we have 4 books for our collection so far, and we'll continue that. There's actually a town area wide. So our library has our local library. There's like 4 or 5 branches, and they do like this branch wide book sale, and that's coming up at the end of this month. So hopefully we'll get there right as the doors open and try to find some good books, because we have gotten stuff there before.
And there are about 4 or 5 different book collections that I'm working on. All 80s series stuff that may be coming up in future episodes.
So good find?
Great find, especially for like $1.
$1, yeah.
I'm thinking it might be an Australian.
Oh yeah, we were saying that, yeah, because of it might be because of the blue. I don't know, or if there's any choose your own adventure
enthusiasts out there,
let us know why this one's blue.
School us a little bit.
Because it's still from '89, but I don't know. I never remembered the blue in the '80s. Also, you seem like the type of little girl that would turn to the page to see which to choose.
Well,
before you made the choice.
Well, it wasn't just that. I would just read all the options.
So, what's your item of the week?
This week, I am showing something that is buying back my own childhood. I have Great Shape Barbie.
Great Shape Barbie. Kit, Barbie, you're looking so great.
Here's Great Shape Barbie doll. Great Shape Ken doll sold separately.
Ooh, Barbie needs leotards. Love your leg warmers. Round and round. Great workout, Barbie. Hurry, head bent in your bag. Where are you off to? Looking that great, it's gotta be a date.
Great Shape Barbie doll comes with leg warmers, bag, and exercise book. Ken doll sold separately from Mattel.
I was so thrilled to find this.
Inbox?
New inbox. Yeah, it looks like it's never been opened. The tape is crispy. I actually found this on Marketplace in Edmonton, and we don't live there, but my niece does. And so I was like, hey, I want this for my birthday, to him. I'm like, get our niece to go pick it up for me and then pay her back. So this was my second favorite Barbie of all time. We mentioned way back in the deep archives of Jkretrogaming that Loving You Barbie is my favorite. Great Shape Barbie was my second favorite. And she's the first real Barbie that I had. Because, you know, again, we've talked about how parents like to pass off knockoffs on you. So I had like 6 to 10 knockoff Barbies that were like made of like hollow plastic. And then I finally got her. So I was really happy. And I had her for years and years and years until my dad threw away all my Barbies. And she needed a friend. So recently, I also picked up Great Shape Ken. I never had a Ken doll growing up. I had knockoff Ken dolls. I had a one called Lad. But yeah, he matches her so they can work out together. Except that she's in the box. So she'll just have to watch him pump some iron or something.
Yes.
So obviously I don't have to do anything to her. She's in great condition. Even the plastic is good condition, no dents, and it's not yellowed or anything. I'm tempted to take her out and play with her, but I'm not going to. He, however, needed work. So his clothes got a wash and he got a good scrub. And actually, when he was listed on Marketplace, do you remember this?
Oh, there was the shoes.
There's no shoes.
And so I said, do you have the shoes?
And he found them. The guy who listed it found them in his collection of things. What's good about this is that the elastic is still intact, because usually with this old vintage stuff the elastic gives out. But these would never fall down anyways. It was a struggle to get these back on. And he actually has
they're tight.
They are tight.
Tight pants.
He's got his tight pants on.
Everybody's looking at my tight pants. I got my tight pants. I got my tight pants on.
He actually has sticky legs, which is a common problem with old Barbies.
Yes.
So, yeah. But they're not too bad. But, yeah, I'm happy to have him.
Now, back to G.I. Joe.
So we have our showcase comics of the week, starting off with number 15. Love this cover with Snake Eyes falling out of the plane. It is the first cameo appearance of Major Blood, called Red Eye to Miami. Snake Eyes, Quinn, and Dr. Venom have to work together to escape South America. This one's around $15 to $20. I think anything with the Snake Eyes on the cover fetches a little bit more. And next, number 16, Night Attack. It is the first full appearance of Major Blood, also the first appearance of CoverGirl and Tripwire. Fun fact, this is the first time all the Cobra leaders are seen together. So Destro, Cobra Commander, Baroness, Major Blood, all in the same scene. And $20 to $15 for this guy. And last for this week, number 17, Loose Ends. First cover of Major Blood. I have two 17s here. Look at the difference between the fading, sun fading. They're both newsstand. Also could just be the color printer back in the day. Snake Eyes and Quinn have to break out of the Miami jail. A lot of breaking out of and getting captured in these last 6 issues. About $10 for this one. So that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed our pickups. Let us know in the comments your experience with Barbie or Choose Your Own Adventure books from back in the day and even now. If you collect these things.
I forgot to mention, she's actually the Barbie from Toy Story.
Oh, really?
Fun
Oh, that's
fact.
cool. So as always, thank you all for watching. Thanks to our subscribers for all your support. We'll see you next week on the next J+K Retro Pickups. Till then, keep fit. Have fun. See you later.
Bye. Stay in shape.